Okay, we got some fancy equipment here.
Yeah.
What's that, a Lefse pan?
This is a Lefse pan, Norwegian Lefse pan. And you actually bought it on eBay, I guess, because you have Norwegian roots.
Right.
And you grew up with Lefse, which are potato crepes, actually.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe them.
Okay.
Okay? And they're
The
usually...
reason the pan is different is because it goes such a high
It's
heat.
very high, yeah. Very high. You can go up to 500, I think.
Yeah, more, 600, I think.
600.
Past five, anyway.
Past 5,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe 525 or so, which is hot enough. You don't want to burn anything. So I cooked up 4 medium potatoes here, about that size.
Okay.
Okay, and peel them. Boil them and peel them. You don't want any, you know, there's a little flake of skin. You don't want that. This is a potato ricer. I got this from Austria. See here it has a hole and here it comes out. Other side doesn't come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use that for ricing anything. So I go in here and see how wonderful
Very nice.
potatoes come out, right? Now, I'm always careful not to dislodge it, but it doesn't matter. You know, you just put it back in. And you go like this. And like this. And here's the rest of it.
Is this an antique potato racer?
No, not really.
No?
Well, we got it maybe 20 years ago, but I'm sure they exist the same way.
Yeah.
It's also good for making very, very fine mashed potatoes. You know, if you have a fine dinner party, if you don't want to just do it with a potato masher, but really fine, then that's what you would use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take this and this. And I do take this out too and just put it in because it will blend in, not a problem. Okay, set this aside.
So are these warm right now?
A little warm.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still a little warm. We're having a lot going on today because it's Christmas dinner. So look at this,
Right.
potatoes. Put a little Emelia sea salt in here for seasoning. Okay, this is already heating up. Then, let me get a little butter, okay? I'll be right there.
I grew up on these, so it's interesting to watch
You can,
how Vanessa does them.
yeah, you can melt the butter first, put it in then, or you can just cut it in like this. Okay, which is okay too. And whipped cream. Okay, so now I need a, not very organized today. I do apologize for that. But we are just always, our classes are always, our cooking shows are always just as they are. You know, we don't do huge setup, we just go. So see, I have this here. And then you need flour. And put a little in, see how it goes. Okay? See how it goes. I always like to blend it first in here. Like this. With the spatula. And that's all. It just has potatoes, salt, whipping cream, and butter and flour. So let me get this here. Let's take a sieve, put a little flour down here. Okay. And actually the recipe comes from Norwegian guests from Minnesota, from Bemidji. Remember?
Yeah.
We had them here and they were all excited. And they sent us a Lefse recipe. And see, now I just work a little flour in. Not too much. You don't want to have a firm dough. You want something like this. Because the flour will soak up some of the liquid of the dough. And as soon as it soaks it up, it gets firmer, right?
Okay.
So what we'll do now, saran wrap, okay, and stick it in the fridge for about half an hour, should be enough.
To cool
And
it
then
off.
we can make the, yeah, and to let it mature, to let the
Okay.
flavors marry, and then we'll come back.
Okay, what are you making, Vanessa?
Well, the Norwegian use an old tube sock to put over this here that is saturated with flour to roll out the lefse. I don't have an old tube sock. Well, it's actually a new tube sock. You don't want to use an old sock. You want to use a white sock. Here I have a white cotton material. It's from a t-shirt. And I just cut a piece. And now I'm just gonna go and sew this on here. Okay. Very loosely, you know, it doesn't have to be just, I don't know if you want to see how it's done here. Okay, you just want it on here with big stitches, with a cotton string. Okay, that's what you like, so it keeps on your, and then later on you can take this off, wash it, and put it with your Lefse stuff and use it again, right? So see, that's what we'll do here. Fantastic. And here too. This here should go a little bit over, but not enough, not too much, because you still want to twist your rolling pin, right? So we'll cut it off. That's it. That's good enough.
So your dough is relaxed now? And
Yeah, it's relaxed, and I'll just go through it a little here, a little more flour. So cut it in half. I think 3. Okay, let's start here. Let's make little balls, put them on the side here for now. You want each one about the same size, so your lefse are the same size. And so on and on and on. You have some more here. Take a little off here. Put it in here. Okay, so let's start. We put our lefse down here. Flour our rolling pin. I don't trust it if there's not enough flour in the bottom. You have to kind of put it onto more flour. And you want round. Ours are all kinds of shapes, but they're kind of round usually, right? And they're very thin and very beautiful. See? Put this on here. Okay? To the next one. Now the Norwegian have some kind of a stick that they use to put them on, but I like to use a large spatula here. Works just as fine, right? But see how well this works? It doesn't stick to your rolling pin, right? So here.
so that's not,
Look at this.
there's no oil on that at all.
No oil, nothing. Just plain, yeah, like this. I'll move it a little over here. And put the next one on here. You know, I'm not that skilled with it, but they actually taste quite good. Maybe this is not as intimidating then. So,
Well, there's
do you see the little blisters coming up?
yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah.
There are many people who define themselves on their lefse.
I'm sure. So, sorry for leaving you here. I had to get a Christmas platter. See how nice this is? Other one here. Okay, there's one for the for the kitchen elves. Little piece.
Nisse.
For the Nisse. Yeah, for the Nisse. So, and it is traditionally eaten. You should say that, Dean. How Lefse are eaten traditionally.
Well, in my family we rolled them up cold with butter on them and white sugar, or sometimes brown sugar, but mostly granulated white sugar. And it was the sweet.
Yeah.
The biggest sweet that we had for Christmas, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get so much sugar in the old days.
Right.
It was more of a treat.
Yeah.
So, see how beautiful this is? I'm going to turn it around once more. You can just blow this off, it blows off. This is for the Nisse. You want this blistering. If you see that, do you see that here, the blistering?
Yeah.
That's what you like. That shows that it's done. Right? So this is done, and a little brown, a little golden, right? Here, another one, right? So we'll continue with these here, pile them all up. I have the window open so it's cool, so they don't stick to each other. But I suppose you could put a little butter paper in between too if you wanted, between the different lefts. But I don't think they will last that long. They'll just be eaten tonight. I always get 2 on here, usually. Now, I'm not the Lefse queen, but I'm making them.
Yeah.
And they're always good.
Yeah, they taste good. I just ate the little piece.
You were the Nisse?
Yeah.
You're the Nisse? I know you're the Nisse. So, here we are. Pile them up. Put them on the dinner table.
Wonderful.
See, I would eat them with a herbed cream cheese. I would put some chives in it and a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of parsley, and I would soft cream cheese and just would put it up and roll it up, right? But I'm not Norwegian, so.
Well, like I say, it wasn't the main sweet that we got for at Christmas time, other than oranges.
Yeah.
This was our sugar. We got a little bit of hard candy. And some oranges, some nuts, and then this was a special sweet treat.
We didn't grow up with so much sugar anyway. It was like even the desserts weren't very sugary.
Yeah, this shows anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can.
No, if you can do it, not necessarily anybody can do it.
Yeah, but you need the high heat. You need to have it on 500, like we said before.
Yeah. And
then you just, this is about the perfect marbling here, isn't it? It's a perfect cooking.
It's very nice.
Right? Yeah. And here too, let's just see what it looks like, maybe a little more.
I guess the history was they had no way of preserving the potato.
Yeah.
So they made these out of it, and they dried them.
And they dried them.
Yeah.
It was like a pantry food, right? Kept in the pantry somewhere. Yeah. And you want them really thin, almost like crepes, right?
Yeah. Very
Wonderful.
Nice.
Thanks.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat them now.
Merry Christmas.